You know, tires being cold is really appropriate for the theme of tonight's stream because it is really cold outside. And consequently, it's really cold up here upstairs where I keep this simulator gear. So, yeah, we'll slide around a little bit. So it's like 59 or 60 degrees up here in the area that I keep my race rig at. So it's a little chilly in here. It actually kind of almost feels like the first few laps at the actual racetrack in the fall. So, I don't know. It's kind of comfortable in a weird way. Starting to get a little bit of heat in the tires. Maybe the car will be a little bit more predictable. I don't know. Not really. That corner is just a little tricky. Ooh, ouch. Hey, Gary. I don't know if there's going to be any deer moving around tonight. God, it's cold outside. It's terrible. Falling off the... Man, whoever said when in doubt, throttle out was not driving a Miata. Hey, good evening to whomever has joined. Drop me a comment. Let me know who you are. We lost. Ah, there we are. We're back. Man. For certain I'd be able to pull a J turn. But not in this car. can't tell if it's me being with these or what, but it feels like there's so much less grip than the last track that I was on. And it may just be that I've not been driving Miatas, I've been driving the little rally Beetles, and I'm just not used to the way the Miata handles anymore. It doesn't really matter. I'm just here having fun anyways. Oh, there's a car back here. I feel like I've been racing this track totally by myself, so I'm gonna slow up and let him pass me and see what he's up to. I'm gonna watch his line. The reality of it is I think I've probably been trying to overdrive the car like I've been doing with the and just kind of slowing down, chilling out, being calm. The car is becoming easier to drive. Isn't really, though, when you think about it, when things are getting pretty tough and you're starting to get frustrated, isn't that really kind of the best way to handle it? Kind of slow down, back your foot off the throttle a little bit, take a deep breath, get recomposed, and then go at it with a renewed focus. To stay on the track. You know, life can be like that sometimes. Kind of like you feel like you can't keep it on track. Pushing too hard, maybe. They say in racing that slower is faster. And it can be really hard to, like, you know, when you're in the car trying to get around the track as fast as you possibly can, it can be really hard to remember those words. Especially, like, you know, you feel like, especially in the heat of it, like when you're duking it out with other drivers. Like life, when you're duking it out with, you know, coworkers, competitors, all that stuff, you know, you feel like you've got to push as hard as you can. And it's not always the right way. Matter of fact, specifically, when you think about it, like for you guys out there that race Miatas, like I do, a certain level of teamwork on the racetrack has to happen to go fast, you know, collectively. We call it bump drafting in Spec Miata. Well, I mean, or any racing for that matter, bump drafting, but and kind of help each other along. Even though you're competing, you're having to work together to reach that common goal. So, you know, like a lot of it, that's really applicable to, you know, what it's like to be, you know, run small businesses. You know, you're going to have competition. Sometimes the best thing to do is to, you know, be an integral and productive part of the community instead of just a competitive part of the community. See, there's a car behind me right now. You can probably see it if you look in my rear view mirror. And, you know, he's continuing to try to pass me, and he probably will because I'm not pushing that hard. But because I'm not pushing that hard and he's behind me, he's going to have to push harder to pass me, which means that he's going to be in a position, ultimately, where he's going to continue to make mistakes, like I was doing a minute ago. You know, he wants to pass me. I know that. If I were in his position, I would be trying to do the same. The interesting thing is to pass the person in front of you. You are going to have to push harder than they're pushing, or get lucky, because at any moment I could screw up. And I think, you know, in racing, it's a lot like that in small business, in life in general. You've got to push hard to get where you want to go. You have to take a certain amount of calculated risk, but you also have to bide your time. And if he bides his time, and I make a mistake, he could very well go around me. But because he's having to push harder than I am, he's at a greater risk of making those mistakes. We'll speed it up a little bit more. It's cold up here. I don't know what I know the thermostat's set to 70, but I think it's having trouble getting past 59 degrees. It's just so darn cold outside. It's probably colder now than when I first came up here. It's a lot easier to drive. To answer your question, Gary, does time spent on the simulator help out when I take the car, or does it help out in between? I'm not sure at this point because I didn't really spend that much time on the simulator during the season. I decided to get more serious about it during the off season. I do think it will likely help with the reaction time, keeping the reflexes sharp. There you go. Made a mistake, and had that guy still been behind me and not crashed, he would have been able to have overtaken me at that point. Well, there he is. I found him. That's funny. Let's see here. Let's reply to Gary here. There we go. All right. Man, it's getting cold up here. Really cold. Hang on, I'm going to go check the thermostat and see what it says. So, it is 58 degrees up here, and you know the thermostat is set for 70. It's got a fault on it. It says the thermistor isn't working, so or it has a thermistor fault, I should say. So yeah, it's probably going to get pretty cold up here. So I think it's says it's -2 outside, wind chill of -22. So yeah, here's hoping nothing freezes inside the house. Thanks for dropping in. Just goofing off here on the racetrack a little bit. I don't know where you guys are all ringing in from, but here in northwest Arkansas, it is cold tonight. And unfortunately, it seems like the HVAC system upstairs where I keep this racing simulator gear is having a sensor problem, and it is not heating. So the thermostat is set to 70. It's 58 up here and dropping. But like I said earlier in the stream, I think that it kind of reminds me, you know, like 58 degrees up here and racing the simulator kind of reminds me of being at the track in fall, and you know, that same kind of cold feeling you get sitting in the race car with no heat, you know, trying to warm up. You know, like my hands are kind of cold right now. They're kind of stiff. It's the same feeling. It's just I'm doing it in my house shoes and a jacket. You guys drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys are up to tonight. Woo! All right. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if this is just like a forever practice session or what, but there's like only one other car on the racetrack besides myself. And I feel like I've been running laps now for like a half hour. We should probably see how the lap times are stacking up, kind of see what that looks like. Slow down here for a second. Da, da, da. There we go. All right. I have not quite cracked that corner. That one's throwing me for a loop. Let's see here. Oh, but y'all, thanks for showing up. Drop me a comment. Let me know who's on here. How you staying warm tonight? Because I know a lot of you guys are close to me. And, well, a lot of you guys are in the Midwest, period. And it's cold just about everywhere right now. So what are you guys doing to stay warm? I'm not doing a very good job of it. It's cold as hell up here. Well, we spun it again. We have 4 minutes remaining till we get into qualifying. God only knows how that's going to go. Good evening. How are y'all? All right. Race is about to start. Let's see where we place. Not bad. All right. Hey, look at that. Ended up with a fast lap in practice. That's kind of neat, but we'll see if that holds. If that holds and takes us into qualifying, I doubt it. All right, what's the deal with the qualifying? Where's it at? 1 minute remaining time. Change my alarm in the morning. I am not getting up early. All right. Going to be moving into qualifying here shortly. I'm going to go check the thermostat again because I think it's even colder than it was. Well, I am not sure what's going on with this because it should be in qualifying by now. Consistency is not there at the moment, according to this information. You know, it's weird. I have not been able to get... hey, there he is. Hey, Dom. You staying warm tonight, Dom? It is cold. It's really, really cold inside my house. You know, we've had this once before with I think last January it got this cold and it froze up the pipes in both corners of my house. So I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen again. because that sucks. I don't know why it's making me sit here and wait. This is super stupid. Oh, dude, no heat? Ah. That's tough living. I've had a couple cars, though, without heat, so I feel your pain. Move on here to intermission. I don't know what's going on with my chat. I don't know why it doesn't work. I can't see the comments unless I'm looking at my other screen. Oh man, no way. Well, cats do stuff like that for sure. That's kind of par for the course with having a cat. I want to say it's the cat has nothing to do with this here at my house, but it's 57 degrees up here on the second floor. I think my HVAC has given up the ghost. It's brand new, so I don't know why. I don't know why it's giving me trouble, but it says it's got an error. It says, yeah, you and me both. You and me both. I've got heaters running all over the darn place trying to make up for this crazy night. I want to say my home temperature gauge says -4 on it right now. Probably -5 now because it's weather app says -3. So, man, mine's at 70. Mine's at 70, and it won't keep it. It won't keep it up. Like it was 60 degrees when I got home. Now it's 57, and it has an error on it. It says like there's a thermistor error. So I don't have any idea what's going on with it. Sucks. But, you know, it's this is a short-term weather situation. So, I mean, tomorrow the high is 12, so hey. It's going to be -5 probably tonight, I imagine. Yeah, -5 by 4 a.m. And then it's going to warm up to 12 degrees tomorrow. 24 degrees the next day. Back into the 30s after that. And I'm going to have to get my HVAC repaired at some point. Pretty quick. But like I was saying earlier on the stream, this is kind of what it feels like at the racetrack in the fall and the early spring. So, you know, it's chilly outside. You're trying to stay warm. All that jazz. Oh, but to your earlier comment, yeah, no, I need to get on Assetto Corsa. I still need to set it up. I haven't got the tracks installed yet. Been primarily trying to keep my animals from dying in the cold, so it's taken up most of my free time. I had to put my chickens in the garage. I had to make sure my dogs were all, you know, been able to do their business outside and get back in the house really fast. You know, get all my pipes wrapped and all that sort of crap. So the last couple of days has been a ton of work to make sure this weather doesn't cause a bunch of damage. Hey, let me know who's here, guys. I see there's quite a few people that are logged in. You know, let me know what you're up to, how you're staying warm. I'm waiting on qualifying to start. I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe there's not enough people in the race. Yeah, I think we're missing 3 people. So far, I'm in P1, at least in practice. Not that that means anything. Dun, dun, dun. I still have no idea why my multi-chat does not work. It's super stupid. I can't send messages. I can't see messages. So I got to figure that out. This streaming stuff is not easy. There's a lot of moving parts. The software, the hardware, trying to play the game at the same time, trying to talk. It's definitely not an easy undertaking. This is dumb. Yeah, it's one thing I really, really don't like about iRacing is the amount of sitting around that you do waiting. It's like, if there's not enough people to start the race anyways. They don't hold the race up for you at a real racetrack. You don't show up, you don't race. It's like every time I look at it, there's more time on it. This is retarded. Guys, drop me a comment. Let me know what you're doing tonight. How you staying warm? I'm not staying warm. It's cold up here. Ah, 4 minutes left. I'm not familiar with this track all that much. This is Rudskogen Motor Center. I haven't raced on this very much at all. Maybe like 30 laps, maybe, so far. So, not very familiar with it at all. If anybody knows how to make the Streamlabs chat work, let me know somehow. Send me a message. I don't know. Can I even get messages on Twitch? I don't know. One would think. Yeah, they're called whispers. So, if anybody knows how to make this stupid chat thing work, send me a whisper. Sitting here, waiting on the... Is my stream frozen again? Yeah. Anyways. 2 minutes. To make this slightly business related, the main reason I came upstairs in the first place wasn't actually to run on the sim. It was to do some social media videos. But we're at the end of the year now, and there's a rumor that's running around. And I keep hearing it over and over again, and it's just I don't even know where it's coming from. But there's a rumor that interest rates are going to drop by the first of the year, or like after the first of the year, I should say. Everybody's like, well, I'm not going to do anything until the interest rates drop and yada yada, whatever. It is just a rumor. That's all it is. There's nothing else to it. And you know, I think, like, you know, when we're sitting here, like, thinking about, like, what interest rates are going to do and if they're going to drop and what this rumor means and so on and so forth, that's the antithesis of what the feds are saying. So the this rumor has no basis whatsoever. It comes down to, like, you know, if you're going to buy, you know, property, like, the best piece of advice I can give you right now is to buy it, get it, because you have more negotiation power now than you did. So you can actually do something. You know, if you're trying to go out, if you're trying to, let's see here, yeah, that's damn right. Yeah, stuff is not going down, at least not at any time in the near future. So you know, your best thing right now is to stop worrying about what the interest rates are going to do and if they're going to go down or all that sort of crap, and instead focus on, like, you know, doing, if you're in the market to buy a house, get the house bought and use the high interest rates to negotiate, because things have slowed down to a point to where you can actually negotiate and you can get things done. And then later on, if the rates do go down, refinance. But this stupid rumor running around is not doing anybody any good. Yeah. No, that's I hear that comment all the time. Anybody that's bought homes in the last 2 to 3 years is screwed. Some people are, yeah, they are. But that's always been the case. Like, there have always been people that will buy a house that either A, they couldn't afford, or B, they didn't negotiate on it right, or whatever. I think there was an article on Yahoo. I think there's an article on Yahoo, that mortgage, and it's like, okay, in the U.S. right now, and there were some crazy, like, 6.5 million transactions that happened in 2021. And I think there was, like, nearly 5 million that happened in 2022. So that's 750,000. That's not, for one, I don't even know where the statistics are coming from. But, you know, for two, that's not a large percentage of the homeowning population at all. And you know, there are some areas, and I'm going to say that probably a lot of where that discussion is coming from is likely out of the West Coast. I don't know that for a fact. So it looks like qualifying is not happening on this. I don't know why. I'm assuming it didn't get enough entries. So whatever. I'm going to jump out of this. I can tell you what, Dom, since we're talking about it, in my experience, and granted, I've only been on the Earth for a relatively short amount of time, but generally speaking, there is no time in... Yeah, I'll hop on AC for a minute. I'll screw around on with the Miata. Oh yeah, -3. But no, my experience is that there is no, like, time that I'm currently in, like right now, this moment. What is today? Today is the 22nd of December, 2022. There is no property that I have had in the past that I can now buy for what I had bought it for then. It's impossible. So, you know, usually when I see people complaining about this sort of stuff, they're complaining because they didn't do anything. So therefore they didn't get any benefit. They just watched everything bypass them and then mad about it. There we go. I'll turn down my music. It's starting to annoy me anyways. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this thing to pull up. I don't have the. Yeah. I don't have the tracks installed yet. I haven't had a chance to mess with them, but let's see here. First, I need to get this thing to freaking attach to it. And turn down that volume. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's see if we're getting anywhere yet. No? It's not a fan. Okay, we'll check it out. Yeah, it's on my to-do list. Honestly, with the weather being so crappy, I'll probably do it this weekend. I see that this is being a pain. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe kick that out. It should be pulling this up. I don't know why it's not. No, you can't. It might be terribly cold tomorrow, but just let me know. Oh, let's see here. No idea why that's not working. How about we just do that? Make things easy. Trento Bundone. Let's have a look at it. Or not. Here we go. Let's get the Nordschleife on here. Probably. Yeah, it probably is. Actually, come to think of it. Ah, hey, there we go. Let's see. See if that works. Should be automatic. It should just pick it up. I don't know why it's not. But I've got it selected, but it won't. It's. I wonder if it's. No, I mean all of that's right. I don't know. It's the first time it's not picked it up. But regardless, I'm going to run one of my favorite cars down this track because I want to know what it's like. Yes, this looks good. Perfect. Thank you, Dom. I will work on that. I'll have to figure out why it is not wanting to, why it's not wanting to pick the window up. But I think I'm going to jump off of here for the night, and then I'll dink around with this stuff and get it working through the weekend. And work out some of these bugs. But in the meantime, stay warm, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.